welcome back to Knit for Brains. This is episode 63. I'm Laura Brady.
I'm Karen Miller.
This is normally a mother-daughter / granddaughter podcast. Alisha and Olivia are at dance recital today for the last day, which I meant to pull up a picture because it's cute as could be. She has actually been taking Peanut with her. And look how cute. There she is, all in her dance gear, ready for recital. Did you see that picture?
Yeah.
Isn't that the cutest? She's really been enjoying it. She loves the lights. She loves the music. So, Alicia's been taking her with her. So, there's that. So, we are a craft podcast. Knitting, crocheting, sewing, pretty much everything.
Buying.
Lots of buying. We're in Bradley, Illinois, which is about 60 miles south of Chicago. You can find us, and I'm rusty on this because Alisha usually does this, so excuse me. You can find us on Instagram, Ravelry, Facebook, and www.knitforbrains.org. I think I remembered it all. This usually is not my thing. I count on Alisha to do it. Okay, so we have a lot of knitting stuff, so I'm going to do a couple really quick things before I have Karen start showing you guys some stuff. We're going to run through the coupon codes really quick, so that's out of the way. Well, not really quick, but you guys know what I mean. So 209, he's going to be happy right at the beginning. So, we're going to save that one for last. Showreel Studios, who is on Etsy. If you use code KFB20, you will get 20% off your entire order. Whips on Sticks, 10% off with code KFB10. I like that, it's sticking. The Tangled Skein CA, code K4B15, obviously 15% off. Okay, and this is our dual one. For Skyly Knits Fiber Arts on Etsy, you can use code KFB19 for 15% off. And for her shop on Ravelry, which is Amanda Rate Cole with all of her patterns, use KFB19 for 20% off in that shop. Yay. All right. You want to do some FOs?
Moo can't make up her mind.
I know. She's excited you're here. She's like...
I wonder if it's my top, because it is pretty bright. And I know she can't see very well, but it's...
She knows you now, though. I think she just senses it's you. She's like, oh, why are we not on the couch? Yeah. Why are we not on the couch knitting, Karen?
Yep.
Do you want to come to Mama? Let Karen show her stuff. Oh, come here, sweet pea.
Okay, so my first finished project is from, it was a mystery knit along. It's been done for a while. It's Gnome de Plume. It's by Sarah Shira.
I don't even try it. Just
no
show
idea. It is still a paid for pattern. And the yarn I used was a kit from Arkansas Yarn, and he's just so cute. You can see all the sparkle. And he's even got a little braid on the back.
His hat's so tall.
It's like, but you have all these little leaves that are on there. But he sits in front of me while I work. Keeps me company at home while I work at home. So that's my first project. And then
Karen hasn't been here in a while, so she has a lot to show you guys.
I had to pull some stuff. I was like, I don't know what I finished, what I was working on, what I had even started the last time. It's been since.
Yeah, it's been a bit because we did that half one
months
with me and you.
But it's really been 3 months, at least 3.5 months, because it was right as Alisha was having Olivia, and then right after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, baby's
4
months now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this next one is Quick and Easy Slouchy Hat. It is free on Ravelry, and I have done this one before. It's great for chunky yarn. the picture is of the seed stitch, which I have done before. This time around, I played with it. It's the Hello Pearls yarn, and I had already started this one, I think, the last time I was here. I think I was at the ribbing. But I did a broken seed stitch. I still think the first one I did with just the seed stitch, I liked better. But this one's definitely huge.
It gives you something different, though.
Yep. Yeah, it's nice. My only here's my problem. Okay, so this is really funky yarn. And it's very specific colors. So now I have this that's left over from that first hat. And this that's left over from this hat. There ain't no way this is going to make another full hat. So what in the world am I going to do
if you
with
put it together.
Would that really work?
I would do like a couple of rows of the first one, then a couple of the next, and then a couple of the next. Go back and forth. I would say 1 and 1 if you're that brave that you'll switch back and forth. Well, I mean, you could carry it up, so that wouldn't be a big deal.
Yeah.
But because this has the blues in it as well.
Yeah.
And gray goes with that. I would use them together.
And let's see.
I would do a third hat.
Yeah, I did grab her card. I have a colorway. I'm not for sure what colorway it is, which one it is, but it's Hello Pearl. And she is on www.hellopearl.com. There's her card. And both Alisha, myself, and I believe Melissa from Honey.
She got some not this last year, the year before.
Yeah.
Alisha got some this year.
Greencastle. She always has such pretty colors, and it's very sparkly, and I love it since it's chunky, and it really knits up really quick.
I've kind of avoided it because, it'll knit up quick, but I think it would be a heck on my tendonitis.
Yeah, it is. It is a little bit.
Because even doing hats, just hats, period, anything in the round is hard on my thumbs. Mm-hmm. And then adding on that thick yarn, I think would, probably do me in.
And I actually, I think the pattern says 11s and 13s, and because of the way I knit, I bumped it up to 13 and 15. So I use the 13 for the ribbing and then 15 for the main part of the hat. So it is really quick. Hours over.
You can't go to Karen.
So this one I think I actually had started too.
I don't know. I don't remember it.
I think.
Are you sure? Are you sure you didn't just show the yarn like you had just gotten the yarn?
Maybe I just got the yarn. Okay. Yes. So this is another free pattern on Ravelry. It's just called Cabled Fingerless.
Oops. For what weight yarn?
You would ask that.
Oh, sorry.
I think it was DK. Doesn't really say.
Why don't you show? Let me look through it here.
Doesn't. But I used Cherry Pie Cottage. I do believe in Spooks, her DK 100, which is really soft. So this is what it looks like.
Has to at least be a DK or a worsted from the meters that they have on here.
I think when I was looking for the pattern, I was looking for DK, weighted yarn, and it might have popped up. So
I think I'm gonna.
I don't know. There we go.
You gotta remind me or take a picture of this so I get this pattern, because my boss, I made her a pair of fingerless mitts and the fingering weight, and that's like her favorite item I've ever knit her. So she would probably love these.
So these also sit on my desk. I work at home, and typing, I can wear them and still type, and they're warm and soft and comfy.
I'm just going to take a picture of it so I remember to look. There you go.
There's that one.
No, you guys sit down.
Okay. See, I did a lot. It looks like a lot, but this. Okay, I played Yarn Chicken, and I didn't. Literally, Yarn Chicken.
Well,
this is all I had.
It was my leftovers.
This is all I had left. My feet are a little on the wider side compared to hers.
Hey, you still made it though.
Yeah, I did make it. I did end up finding some scrap. This was that Advent 20.
Yes,
4
from
colors.
Cozy Knitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, I did the anatomically correct toe, which is free, and I modified it because I do 2 at a time magic loop. And then I have no clue what my heel is, but I did 100% afterthought. I didn't even put a waist yarn in. So, but I wanted to show, I was like down to the last, and I'm like,
You made it though.
holy cow.
Any
Am
other
I gonna make
leftovers?
it?
Forgive you, leftovers. I need to look and see, like, because I have some tonals and like knit picks and stuff like that we could have probably put with it if I would have thought about it.
I was actually, let me see. I think I have.
Well, I gave you that peppermint mocha, so you might have to put something with that as well.
No, one more. Okay. I did not take the picture of this one. I know this is by Andrea Mowry. I think it's called a tincture. She had a knit along Memorial Day weekend on her Mosaic knitting patterns, and then you could buy her patterns 10% off.
Sorry.
So I did get this over that weekend, and did that just really in a day and a half. I used Sweet Tea Yarns by Molly Klein Designs. I got this at Greencastle also. Yeah.
Going through that Greencastle
Yeah,
stash.
I did quick. The darker color is called Black Cherry, which we all know Karen kind of likes. Isn't that pretty?
You like the darks.
Yep. And then the lighter color is called Make Me Blush.
Is this DK?
Yeah, it's DK. It's in her Darling DK. 75 merino, 25 nylon, 250 yards. So got plenty over that I can do an extra hat. Now, knowing that I have issues with hats.
Don't we all?
I went up like I usually do, buy a needle. And I'm going to put this on.
I've been able to stop doing that now.
This is what it looks like, the tincture. I loved it. I like this better than color work. Because you're just slipping stitches.
I would like that better than...
Yeah, you're not carrying, and you don't have to worry
I'm
nearly...
not one for color work.
Yeah, you don't have to nearly worry about, is it going to bunch or anything. It's big.
Well, you get...
I know it's slouchy,
slouch.
but I just feel it's kind of loose. I mean, it'll work.
It doesn't really look loose.
It'll work.
It's going to stay on there.
Yeah.
I don't think it's loose.
So,
I mean,
it's
if you
really
need it
cute.
shrink a little bit, you could always mist it and just do it a couple tumbles in the dryer.
It's possible, yeah.
I mean...
I'm almost worried to go down. I mean, I would just have to tighten my knitting, I think, a little bit. Because I was so self-conscious about having problems with color work in the past that I didn't realize when you mosaic knit with the slipping, it's not nearly as a problem because you're not
going to have all those floats.
Yeah, you don't have the floats. I mean, the inside, it looks pretty cool inside too. And you can see where I carried up all right. New process, do not like.
Yeah, me and Alisha still complain about it.
It is. So it's very neat. I didn't have to, but it turned out sharp. I liked it. I got the other one, her shift, but I just did not.
You got distracted.
Yeah, well, I did this one, and I was like, I have other things that I should not be casting on. Because I already had something cast on.
I have, that 31 tote that's sitting right there on that wood thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's overfilling. That's my coming up pile of stuff.
Besides the pile that's on your couch that you're already doing?
Yeah. You would have been laughing at me last night. I look over and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have a lot of projects going on. And I was going to cast on a new pair of socks. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to cast on a new pair of socks. I'm only working for a half hour in the socks. So work for a half hour in the socks. Then I'm like, okay, I'm going to do 45 minutes per project. And I'm going to rotate the bags.
Did you have a stopwatch or something?
And it was so funny because Brett kept walking past and I kept waiting for him to notice like I was working on something different
every
each
time. Yeah,
I don't think he ever really did. He didn't say anything.
Man,
So
he wouldn't notice really.
no, usually he does. Now, if he was stopping each time and talking to me, he would definitely have noticed.
Yeah.
Because he does notice stuff like that. So, but even with everything I had going on, I managed to finish 3 projects.
Cool.
What did I finish? Oh God. All
All
right, guys. I finished the Creekside Crescent. In fact, I went over to Alicia's house today and picked it up for I had to call Phil. So I stopped by there because, of course, I didn't have my keys on me. Of course. Oh, well, yeah, you guys knew from last video that I was having a little bit of issue with the lace work. Well, I thought I had it all down pat, and I don't know what made me do it. I was like at the end of a thing where they say, you know, you should have X amount of stitches. I don't even think I told you this. I counted my stitches. Yeah, I didn't have it. How does one, and this was hilarious, I told Laura how many extra stitches I had, and she goes, is that possible? And I go, obviously it is. I didn't have 1 or 2. I had like 80.
What?
Yes.
Are you sure you didn't have to count all over again and like you like miscounted?
No, I counted 3 times. So mine's a little bit longer than what theirs is.
So maybe you got off because you were like adding sections.
No, I think one of their increases, I think I might have done wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't care at this point. But this is all I have left of the yarn. I kept, as I'm going, I'm like, oh boy. Oh boy. I made it. It's fine. So.
That's pretty though. I love those colors together.
This way. It's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So starts there. And keeps going. It keeps going. Oops. I'm dropping it. So when we block this, I did not block it lengthwise at all. Just laid it out.
Uh-huh.
And blocked it to stretch out the lace work, which I think looks pretty good. Yeah. So it's done, guys. I would not do another one. And it was me, guys. I'm 100%, 99.9% positive it was
She
me.
said she put lace and time out there for
yeah.
a little bit. She's
Well,
like, I do not want to do lace.
And it's
and it was all because she was just
sometimes
frustrated
I
with
read
herself.
things different. Like my mind works differently than what other people's minds work. I'm not even gonna lie. And somebody, well, I think it was Alisha, asked me, well, are you gonna take it out? And I said no. She goes, well, you could redo it. Yeah, but chances are I'm gonna redo it and it's gonna be the exact same, because whatever I'm thinking it is, I'm going to do it the same way again.
Yeah.
So we did lay it out when we were blocking it, and I had to pull up the bigger pictures that they have of it. Mm-hmm. And it actually isn't as far off as what I thought it was.
Yeah.
Which I really don't care. It's lace. It's finished. It's pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty though.
It is what it is. Had brain farts on this one. I don't know. Whatever. So, and that yarn was Creek Garden Crafts. Their Pima Cotton Sock, Jewel, and I don't know if I have the other one in here. Yes, I do. And Teal. Why didn't I even remember that? Okay. So did that. Well, then I ended up going back and doing from the Four Sisters Toque collection the Chatterbox hat again, which is Jamie's. Oh,
Did you leave it somewhere?
I left the tag for this sitting up there. Do you remember what this is? It's on the last episode because this was the yarn that
Daisy.
Yeah,
something.
Daisy something.
Daisy Knits.
This is the one that Karen got me for my birthday.
Yeah, I got it at YarnCon.
So, if you're that curious, it's in the last episode.
Yeah, DK Sparkle.
So, I finished
That
painting
turned
it.
out really pretty.
I told you this was going to
Yeah.
be the perfect pattern
Mhm.
for it. And see, I didn't have problems with this. This got lace and cables. Funny the way my mind works.
You already did it one time.
Yeah, but I didn't have problems the first time either. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes, and it has to do, I think, sometimes with how they word things,
Mm-hmm.
which I should maybe reread things or I don't know.
How they do their repeats and in their patterns.
Yeah, I mean, it all makes a difference. I mean, things don't always click this
Yeah.
like they would with me as they would with you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sometimes it takes me 3 times before I figure out I really screwed it. I mean,
and somebody might have gone back and taken out those, 80 some rows. Not me.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's pretty. I laid it out and I go, I'm fine with that. But yeah, that was the topic of conversation the one night because, Laura could not believe. She goes, is that possible to have 80 extra stitches? And I said, well, obviously it is. I think
you either yarned over and didn't knit together enough times.
I can.
I mean, to be an even number, like 80 stitches.
I think what I did, because I can't tell you guys, because this is a paid for pattern. See this abbreviation, and then see this abbreviation.
Oh,
yeah. That would do it. So I've kind of scared her out of knitting this. She was thinking about knitting it. And I told her, well, if you like mine, when you watch the podcast, you can send me your yarn and I can knit it. Because it'll end up exactly like this, Laura. So, true story.
Well, it's like the one when I was doing the...
You saw that abbreviation was very, very close.
Yeah, it is. It's like when I was doing the mystery Twin It Up. And I kept doing those 3 rows over. And finally I went up to bed and I laid down and I was like... It dawned on me what I was doing wrong. Well, I kept ending up with too many stitches on the one end, and I didn't. I was like, duh.
Oh, that's funny. So yeah, I'm happy with how it came out. I think it's really pretty.
It is pretty.
So yeah, as soon as I saw this yarn, I knew what pattern.
As soon as I seen it, I was like, "Ooh, that's a pretty blue." And it's
she knows me.
You don't see
blue and sparkle.
You don't see DK Sparkle as much as you do the fingering. And when I saw that, I was like,
Okay, so that's one. That was 2. I got one more. Obviously, socks. Karen does not want you. So this is Desert Vista Dye Works in the Zen Sparkle Sock Weight. And it is Pac-Man. I think I showed this last time because I just started. So this was the colors for representing the little ghost. And I have a lot of this left.
yeah.
And then that was the main color, the Pac-Man. And here's my sockies.
Cute.
Yeah, I like
Well,
this.
having that extra mini skein for the heel.
Well, and I only used that much out of the mini.
Yeah.
And then that much. But I've been doing my socks a little shorter right now, too. Even shorter than what I usually do. So, because I tend to, actually, like my regular socks I wear, non-knitted socks, are no-shows.
Yeah.
So, a sock too tall would, drive me nuts. Plus, it gives me extras for people that like the yarn, and I tend to, hey, you want this one? And kind of switch back and forth and that sort of thing. So, yeah, so I finished those. That's all for my finished.
Moves a happy camper.
Before we do whips, because I'm sure that's going to take a bit.
Do shop?
We will. Let's announce the 2 pattern winners first.
Okay.
Then we'll do shop.
Your
That'd
show,
be
I'm
good.
just the guest.
Yeah, you're like, no, whatever. You kind of know the routine of it.
Yeah.
Okay. So we had 2 patterns we're giving away this time, and I believe you were supposed to just let us know what you're doing over Memorial Day weekend. So for the Life Changes shawl by Laura Concert, and I'm sorry if I butcher this, you guys all know I have problems pronouncing stuff. Nurse Lolly.
That's what I would guess
Okay.
it is.
And she did, for Memorial Weekend, she did knitting and laundry.
Skip the laundry.
So, I know, right? You're the winner of that one.
It'll be there Tuesday.
For both these winners, either contact me on Ravelry, Lore903, or on Instagram, Knit for Brains, and let me know what your Ravelry name is so I can have the designers send over the pattern. The second one, which was funny, I was telling you guys about it, and I couldn't find the cowl I had knit.
Mm-hmm.
After I finished the last podcast, we shut the camera off, and I stood up. I had been sitting on it. So this was the Lorelei cowl that I had knit that I told you guys about that has like the same patterning as the hat. So remember, I picked up another skein of this, so I've got to do the hat to match because it is beautiful. Yeah. But yeah, I was sitting on it. Billy. And I even lifted up my leg.
Yeah, you did.
But still didn't even.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want down? So, anyways, Lorelei's Hat by Amanda Rake Cole Designs. The winner of this one is Denise Reynolds, and she made ribs.
Yum.
That's what she put afterwards.
Yum.
So those are the 2 winners. Go ahead and reach out. And we have 1 pattern to give away this time. Might as well just get all this done, and that's everything out of the book.
Mm-hmm.
So the pattern this time is, again, from Amanda Rake Cole. This time, though, guys, it's a sweater. It's called the Dream Sweater. And I apologize. It's not the best color. I couldn't decide which printer actually was working the best, and well, I just went with it. So.
Yeah.
But there it is. And you guys, if you want to see it up close, you know how to work Ravelry. And also, if you don't want to wait to see if you win this, you have a coupon code. You can head over there and purchase the sweater pattern with the coupon code we gave you earlier. So for this one, just leave a comment on the podcast, on this podcast, and you'll be entered to win. And we will give it away next time.
Yep.
So there's that. All right, bags, and then we will do whips. I gotta get to stuff. Oh my goodness. I only have a few this time. Sparkle.
I was going through my stuff to get my stuff together, and my bag was empty. I looked down, and there's all sorts of glitter at the bottom. I was like, well, you can tell I like glitter.
We like glitter. I have 1 pink canvas sparkle pink bag. 6 pockets on the inside, drawstring. So 1 of those. I have 1 of the yellow bees.
It's adorable.
Isn't that adorable?
Mm.
I love this one. It also has the 6 pockets. All the canvas ones will have 6 pockets. Look at those little bees.
I'm not a huge yellow fan, but this yellow I like.
I'm not a.
Are you sure about that?
I'm not. I'm really not a yellow person typically. Have you ever seen me knit with a yellow yarn?
No, I haven't. I have not. You don't wear yellow.
No. I made some of these special. I had a request, and that somebody wanted made for somebody else. So I had actually previously made 3 more of these, in fact, and this was the last one I have. So there's that. And then I have a red canvas yarn ball one. So it has all the different skeins and balls of yarn and the grays, reds, whites. So that's it for the canvas this time. And then I have some watermelon bags. Because it's summer, guys.
It is. It's still hard to tell with this weather.
I'm no kidding. Large zippered one. And wait till you see the inside. Look how cute.
Almost looks like the rind of it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So I got 1 large on that and 3 medium snap bags. And these all come with the needle keeper. So that's it for this time. I did a little bit of work. I was busy a lot cleaning the craft room. Yeah, a lot of cleaning went on this week. Okay. You want to show some whips?
Sure. Whips.
No, don't you jump down. It'll kill you. Can you go down again? She's like, wait, why?
Okay. I'm doing the Chrissy shawl, my cozy up knits, and I'm doing it in fingering.
Are you gonna do it the right way?
So far, I am. I'm gonna.
Well, I did mine right to the very end, and then I decided I wanted it wider.
I'm gonna see how deep.
Deep.
Yeah, I'm not so worried about the width of it.
Yeah, the width was good. It was the depth that was a little.
It's the depth that.
Well, and you'll have enough yarn if you end up wanting to do.
So, I know who the yarns are by. I don't know the colorway. I have not had the bands in forever.
It happens.
I know this is by Destination Yarns, and this would have been one of her Game of Thrones. I think it might have been The Wall.
Sorry, guys. Moo just hit into the camera. Come here, honey. She's having a bad singing day. It's okay.
But it's finger and weight. I got it at Stitches. I don't know how long ago. And this one is by Black Cap. It's really, it's not shown well on the camera, but it's blues and deep, deep, deep blues that almost go into like a black.
But I like a turquoisey.
Yeah, turquoisey. Aqua color in there, and these are like all whites, blues, and there's a little bit of gray in there. It's not yellow.
Well, and what we see on here actually looks different to what they see as well. What? You are not going over there.
This is how far I've gotten.
I really liked this pattern. This one was a fun one.
The short rows are fun. I like the short rows. The lace, I'm like, I'm fudging that. And then I finally, when we were at Greencastle, I got my first set of Aunt Tudor markers. Her little, I think these were her spring gnomes.
Yes, I believe so. So I got those for Alisha.
Set. And I'm not for sure, but this is marking where little sunflower there.
Drops or something.
Marking my right side, but I think I have one more after I get done with this. So I might be adding, but it won't be until the end. That's for sure. I have big projects on the needles. That's why I showed you a lot of finished projects, but I have a lot of big projects. Okay. Pour. Okay. This next one. Okay. I was supposed to do this. I had the yarn the last time. I hadn't started it. The intent was to do this shawl for my mother for Mother's Day. Didn't happen. And I think I figured out the reason why. The yarn's kind of boring. No. It's not my colorway. She picked them out.
Yes, they
are beautiful. They're by 3 Irish girls. One of the yarn shops in Frankfurt. They're to die for. Carrie's and my mom seen the shawl, and I had her pick out the colors. It's a fingering weight, no sparkle whatsoever. 85% merino, 15% nylon. One colorway is called Stonewash, and the other one is called Chambray. So here's the two colorways, which I do think they're pretty. And you would think there's enough contrast that it'd be cool. This one has more of lilacs in it, with the same colors of blues almost as the tonal colorway. But with the way the pattern, and the pattern I'm doing is paid for pattern.
She's sitting here just watching you.
Yeah, she's watching me. I tell you, I think it's my shirt. Called Usonian. Nope.
You gotta figure it out.
Backwards.
Well, you figured it out after twice last time, and then you changed it.
Switched it on me.
Well, he does it to us too.
So you can see this one. I like the way it shows the contrast in this one. I think our colors are just too close together. The pattern I think is very. It's a book. It's like 13 pages long. She has it. It's written out, and there's a chart. So whatever way you want to do a pattern, it will work for you. I mean, it's an easy pattern. You know, it's very repetitive, but you can tell
it just all blends.
It all blends. Yeah. That like here, right there.
Yeah, you can barely tell.
If we show the right side, I think.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. There we go.
Yeah. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of contrast.
Because you're alternating this color with this color.
Your mom will probably still...
section. My mother will love it.
She'll love it because it's very simple and
she
just
might not get it until Christmas. Because I'm not thrilled. I'm not thrilled. But
yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's...
Yeah, there's not a lot of contrast.
Yeah, I'm going to say there's like, how many sections? 14.
What?
15. There's quite a bit of charts, and some of the charts you go back and repeat them. So if I just sit down and did like you did, 45 minutes, a night, even just, a night, I'd kick it out really quick, but no, I'd rather do other things.
Well, do 15 minutes a night then.
Right?
At least you do something.
I have to say, you gave me that striped sock yarn.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like the striped sock thing because you can really tell.
You see how fast.
You can see how fast, and you're like, oh, I did this.
Well, you
3 colors, or you can I'm going to do 2 stripes this time.
Yeah.
Put gold.
Well, you have that other one I gave you too.
Yes, it's actually in this. I
have a lot.
Just finished those and haven't started them yet.
I have a lot more self-striping socks I'm going to be doing, so you can have some more as well. Since you enjoy it so much. What is your problem?
Okay, these I know I was knitting on. It was the blueberry waffle pattern socks. But see, she gave me the striped socks, and they took it.
Well,
so I have knit some on these. These are pretty.
Yeah, but
close.
Don't you want to cast on that peppermint mocha now?
Yeah. So these are going to sit to the side still. You are a bad person. No, I appreciate it very much.
You really liked that. But could have done at some point.
Yeah, if you have to have somebody twist yarn, you might as well have them twist it in knitting. Right?
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Okay. Okay. She's almost to the bottom of her bin,
I got
guys.
2 more. I told you.
I think I got 4.
It's been a long time. Okay. You know how this is a free pattern, the Harvest, the cardigan sweater, for my daughter that we talked about. And that I had already probably knitted her a sweater by the amount of times you'll be proud of me. I'm not quite to the bottom of it, but I've made a lot of progress.
Well, this is another one of them. Thank goodness it's a thicker yarn because it gets boring.
Mm-hmm.
That's my problem with sweaters. It gets boring.
Isn't that pretty? So I would say I have probably for her size 5 more inches to go, and then I'm at the ribbing and then sleeves.
Woohoo.
So yeah, it turned out pretty good, and I ended up having. I went back to what was that yarn store that we went to?
Yarn.
In Ohio.
Ohio.
Indiana. No, in Indiana when we went to their sale. Not last year, year before.
Oh, Simply Sock Yarn.
Simply Sock Yarn.
I'm like, Ohio? We went to
No.
Ohio?
I had to think. I had gotten this because this is Miss Babs, the light.
The Wowzas.
The Wowzas. Light, either Mystique Girl or Mystery Girl. Can't really read the name tag on it. But I knew I wasn't going to quite have enough, even though they're huge, because I'm alternating, and I have this much left of one, and I have quite a bit left of this one, but with the size I have to make, I don't think I'd have enough. So I went and bought 3 more skeins.
Okay, well, you didn't need 3 more.
No. I bought the rest of the skeins that they had in stock so that I can finish making and make my own sweater.
Okay.
Because I love this color. Because these colors really are mine, too. You know, these colorways are
I don't have that one. Because remember,
too.
I bought like 6 Wowzas while I was there, but I think they're different colors.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's in my sweater quantities still. And I'll probably be there quite a while.
Okay. So I told you I was doing a big. The shawls and sweaters take. So, my husband's been in and out of the hospital for quite a bit. And at one point in time, I finally was like, I needed to treat myself while I was waiting for him to be in his, 80th surgery. I'm exaggerating, but he has had quite a few.
40.
Yeah, well, 12.
12. Yeah. We might still be exaggerating, but it's a lot.
Yeah, he was diagnosed with colon cancer 4 years ago, October, and he went through the chemo treatment.
Okay.
Did not have to go through radiation. Was doing okay, but they hit some hernias while they were trying to do the surgery to remove the cancer, and the hernias are the problem. And then he doesn't heal right, especially after the chemo.
Well, and then we always want to release him in the middle of our knit night. I mean, that's an issue for me.
Mother's Day. I sat Mother's Day at the hospital. I love my husband. But I kid you not, I took him to, I call it drive-through emergency room now. I now drop him off at the emergency room and go home and wait for him to call me. And I know people are going to think that's horrible. I've been through a lot.
She's also got to work.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to be paying bills.
Because he doesn't have...
Moo.
She needs her drops.
She might. And he's probably sleeping, so... You can keep talking. I'll come back.
So, needless to say, after this, you kind of I had to become a little desensitized to it. But... to make myself happier and less stressful, the last time he went through a major hernia surgery, the Thursday before Mother's Day, I pulled out the throwback sweater that I had shown the yarn on the last podcast. So I started that, and and then that Friday, he was like, well, they might release me Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. I said, okay, so Saturday or Monday, you should be released. I was like, Sunday's out because it's Mother's Day.
Well, and mind you, to explain to him.
The year before, I gave up my birthday.
They keep the man until 5 o'clock. Okay,
Yes.
you've already... The one night she was like, oh, now I don't think I'm going to be able to come knit. It's like 4:30. You know what? You've paid for the day. You tell them to keep him. You're coming to my house to knit. I'm sorry, Chuck. You're well taken care of there.
Yep. And they should have kept him that time.
You've already paid for the day. He went back, what, 2 days later?
No, the next day.
Yeah. See, I was right. It wasn't I wasn't being insensitive. I knew.
So we'll go back a little bit. The week of St. Patty's Day, I took him to the emergency room. He had major pneumonia. My husband has COPD and asthma issues. So they kept him for like 6 or 7 days. Sunday, we had plans. We were like, I had my knitting stuff with me at the hospital, visiting him, waiting to go. And then they kept coming in and out, and we're like, oh, well, we might send him home. And what do you think about sending him home?
And I'm texting back, oh, no, he's staying.
It was like, So apparently he's coming home. And then Chuck was like, because he understood what I needed, he was like, still go knit with Laura. Okay, so
she needed time away.
Yeah, I needed like separate time.
Plus, he wanted to leave and go have Brickstone wings. She leaves him to come knit, and he's out driving around
to Brickstone. I'm like, I cannot.
And then he goes to the hospital very next day. But at any rate,
the next night I had to call the ambulance to take him back because the pneumonia was causing problems. But it was really the hernias that were causing the issue. Was the underlying problem. And then they released him on Mother's Day. I'm like, look, we've done my birthday. And that time he didn't get out until 5:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, and you got another birthday coming up. Woohoo! I already told you, if he's in the hospital, you might think you're staying there, but I'm going to come pick you up.
I asked him today. I asked him today because we're supposed to go away because he was like, I told him I did not want a surprise birthday.
I don't blame you.
I'm not a party kind of person.
We like to sit at home on our own and knit.
I'd be perfectly happy.
That doesn't involve the party.
I would like to go to somewhere.
Bring yarn. I mean,
I would like to go somewhere where there's more yarn stores. Right?
Yeah.
So we had multiple times we had tried to go to Galena for our anniversary, for our 25th anniversary, but he was sick and was in the hospital during that time. We tried to do it the year after. That didn't happen. So this morning I asked him, so did you book the room yet? What do you think his answer was?
No.
No, he hasn't. But there's rooms available, honey. I'm like,
well, he needs to book it.
If you don't book the room, I'm going to book the room.
Because I was just going to say, if he ends up at the hospital, you need to still go. And if it involves yarn stores, I'll go. Oh, Wendy, I'm sick. I can't come in.
But he is going back to work tomorrow part-time. Yes. Yes. And they're hoping by July 1st he'll be back full-time. So that will... I'm not holding my breath, but joyful moment.
Every time we think you're through something comes up again.
I just try. I don't have the main picture.
That's okay.
Everybody knows what it is. I'm doing Andrea Mallory's throwback. It's paid for pattern. And pretty much most of the colors that... and I'm getting daring because I'm like... The problem with the cardigans is you have to purl back.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what I did?
You're going to steek it?
I'm going to steek it.
Yep.
So, I am... done with my color work, and I have probably a couple inches to go before I break off for the sleeves. So isn't it pretty?
Very
it turned out. I had to do this I didn't like the way it was puckering, but I've seen other people and the way it's...
you're going to have some pucker until you black it.
Well, I know that, but I think some of it's the way the increases are done in the pattern.
Oh.
Too, and with the color work, it just automatically, you can see every time there's puckering going on, that's really where the increases happen. So, yeah, I think it'll black out.
It'll black out fine.
Let's pray that the steeking works, because if it does, I'm going to be able to do a lot more, because I'm a cardigan girl.
Me too.
And so is my daughter.
Plus, because we like the easy on and off and the layering and yeah. Although you will see in future knits, in something that I purchased, that I will actually be doing a sweater.
Are you going to do the sweater, or is Lisa going to help you do the sweater?
No, I'm going to do the sweater.
Woo!
I know, amazing, huh? It might take me 3.5 years, but I'll get her done.
Is this the blue sweater that you already started?
No, this is another sweater. You're funny, girl.
I know. Well,
no, that's on the couch.
I figured, it's got a lot of lace.
That's it. No, it only has the lace on the bottom.
Is in timeout.
That's one of those ones that you really have to focus on because you have to keep track of like 6 different things at one time.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So, all right. Let me show you what I got going on. All right, my bags will stay up. Okay, first off, in my Gilmore Girls bag, because I had to put it in there, because it is Laura's pattern, the Life Changes shawl.
No, I've never seen that show.
And I am doing it with, I got it in a little koozie, Treasure Goddess, Walk the Plank. And then I am using and I showed you guys last time, I don't know that I'm going to be able to dig it all out. It's a mini skein set from Honeybee Knits. I am on, let's just see here. I'm on section 6 of 11.
You're throwing things now.
No. Well, Moo's taking up way too much room.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, I was like, I know my needle's like right there, and I do not want to drop that. Here we are so far.
That's pretty.
So I just started adding in third color. Yeah, isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm.
You can hold it on your head, Moo Moo. It's all glittered. So I'm really liking how that's turning out.
Now, will you use this color again?
No.
Cool.
Are you wanting that color from me? Okay. I know that face. It's the same. I still feel like I'm podcasting with Alisha.
Oh.
Mom, are you going to use that? Half the time
I'll take your leftovers anytime.
Half the time she doesn't do that. She goes, and I'm like, all right. Yeah, you can have leftovers from the shawl if you'd like. I'll mark your name on it. I'm zipping yarn up in there, though. Okay, so there's that. Let me run out of room over here. I worked a little bit on the Your Slip is Showing by Casapinka, or Your Slip is Showing. Casapinka. Very little. I literally just picked it up today. I was like, hey, I didn't put that into my rotation last night. So, it's a mess to get out of here because you got 4 skeins going and 2 are connected. Sorry, Moo. So where the stitch marker is right there, that's all I've gotten done. So I've added some of the blue in. That's it. But it's really pretty.
It's really
squishy
cool.
too. So let me move that stitch marker up because I do plan on actually working on this because I need to get this done. Which I know.
Originally these colors
I am not going to be able to keep it.
Originally the colors you picked were really bright.
You were like, why is she putting those together?
Well, I didn't really question it. But I mean, because everybody has their different color palettes.
Well, this is definitely going to be Alicia's.
Yeah, but even with it, I think your deep purples that you've got in here is not that it's muted it, but it's helped blend those colors. That's what my question was.
Yeah, you're like, how are those going to work together?
The colors that you picked were all pretty, and I was just trying to figure out how they were going to work together.
Yeah, because they are 4 very different colors, and Jenny from Cherry Pie Cottage actually helped me pick these out, which that was so fun that day. So those are the 4 colors. Yeah. But yeah, that's kind of what you need for this shawl, though, because you definitely don't want.
Well, you don't want like I did with my mom's shawl. Well, I didn't do it with my mom's shawl. My mom picked the colors.
You want really different,
Yeah.
very contrasty kind of colors.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Moo's like,
But I know she's used to it. She sits on my lap every night I knit. But I know Alicia's taking this one.
Yeah.
It's already.
I could see her
You guys
wearing
have
that
seen her
complete-
drooling over it,
I could see her wearing that completely. 100%.
which is fine. And that's actually my cherry pie cottage bag too. All right. And then okay, so this will also be partly acquisition too.
Oh, one of those.
So I don't buy bags often.
No, you don't. But
you know I'm cheap.
yeah, you like it.
I
You
tend
like
to
a
be
deal.
thrifty. So I have apps on my phone where I do surveys and I scan in receipts, and you can earn PayPal money or Amazon money or Visa cards. And I haven't cashed out any of my 4 apps in a while. So I cashed out my apps. And I got myself a new French bag.
Wow.
Yeah.
By cashing out your apps.
I paid $20 out of my own pocket.
Holy cow.
So I don't feel bad about getting this.
No, I wouldn't either.
That's how I can justify it to
Yeah.
myself.
It's cool.
So yeah, I got myself a new French bag. So that was one of my acquisitions, which I actually bought it over Memorial Day weekend, and they had a deal where I have it actually sitting here. If you spent so much money, which I mean, any of their bags were that much money,
yeah.
then you got a free tote bag as well. And I actually did not. I have a fringe tote bag, but I do not have this one. And it has knitting necessities. Isn't that cute?
That is cute.
And even their tote bags are real heavy duty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm like, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it when I get something for free. So I really quick was, when they listed that deal, it was like at the beginning of the weekend, I'm like, oh, let me go on my apps and see how fast I can cash this out, how fast they put it into my PayPal.
You probably have apps that alert you apps.
But, yeah, because like one of them I do is Receipt Hog, and basically you just scan in, you take a picture of all your receipts.
Right.
And you get coins.
Mm-hmm.
And then after so many coins, you can, like I said, you can get a Visa card, you can get PayPal money, Amazon, gift card. There's like 4 or 5 different options.
Mm-hmm.
So I went through all my apps and I cashed everything out and I got my bag. So. Cool. Laura, seriously?
We're podcasting.
She says, hi, Karen.
She knows I come over Sunday night.
She knew you were coming. She was hilarious. She texted me earlier. She and then then I get another text going, are you podcasting? And I'm like, no, not until this time. Well, shoot. I wanted to text you in the middle of podcasting. I'm like, well, that's going to be a little bit later. I'm like, she is so funny. Speaking of Laura, I showed, was it the last episode? Might have been the episode before. She had sent me some yarn.
Mm-hmm.
When I got the spinner from her.
Okay. Yeah.
Now she's sending pictures. It's biscotti yarn. It is a self-striping. I love the way this is.
Oh, I bet you
so
do.
This is
'cause
the
it's
one.
your favorite color.
I cast it on. I worked for a half hour last night.
You were quick.
Look how cute.
How many stitches do you end up on yours, though?
48.
Ask me how many I put on mine.
64. It's really pretty.
You have like child size.
Width.
They're long,
but they're long. They're like platypus feet.
Yeah.
They are. When you see my sock, hold on. I have a pair here, guys, that aren't on a sock blocker because I always make sure I put them on a sock blocker when I show them.
Because otherwise they don't look.
Because they look ridiculous. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's a platypus, and honest to God, these fit me.
Yeah.
And they look normal on my foot, just like they do on the
Yeah.
sock blocker. They just look hideous.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I started these. And I was going to stop like when I was down here, and I'm like, no, I just got to knit and see some more. So it was coming out really pretty. So I'm excited about those. And then on the other side of my bag, because I kind of put a thing in here and I'm dividing it.
Yeah.
I started a sock arms baby child sweater. I made the mistake of looking through the pattern. Shouldn't have done that. Because, so then I stopped and I was like, let's just start it. So.
She'll talk herself out of a pattern if she reads it.
Oh, don't tell me I don't have. Yes, I do. Okay. All right. So I am using, for the sleeves, the self-striping yarn is Nomadic Yarns Knit Night. Because I'd done a pair of socks, and Alisha absolutely loved this. I wanted something for the baby. Don't know if we have enough for full sleeves. If not, Alicia's fine with 3/4 length sleeves.
Yeah, that would be cute too. Yeah.
Whatever. However long I can make them is however long I'll make them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for the main part of the sweater, I got something special, guys. I was sent from Jenny of Cherry Pie Cottage a new base that I am testing for her.
Can you tell what the new base is?
I will tell you what the new base is. So it's 100% superwash merino. Are you ready for this? 490 yards. So I had her dye it on the concrete because I thought it would look beautiful. You don't believe me? I have my glasses on. I'm reading right.
Yeah, you are.
Karen, it is so soft.
Ooh.
Yeah. It is.
Very.
Yeah.
That'll
I'm
look so
really
pretty.
enjoying it. And that is going to look so good with those arms.
I think it'll pick up like the little lavender that's in there because
well, and this
gray
had
has lavender in its
had
base.
some gray in there.
Yeah, but yeah, and almost the purples. That'll look adorable.
So I started it. I got
How cute it is.
it is knit bottom up. So
What size you doing?
that's the bottom ribbing, 6 to 12 months.
6 to 12.
Because a lot of her 0306 03 she's pretty much grown out of. The 0 to 6 she's fitting. So we decided to do the 6 to 12, and honestly between the 0 to I forgot how the sizing is. Between the two sizes. Okay, I'm sorry. Between we're doing 6 to 12 months. Between the 0 to 6 and 6 to 12 months, there's not that big much of a size difference when you really think about it. I mean, there's like an inch, a half inch, not even an inch. So why not go a little bigger?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This pattern is from 0 to 6 months all the way up to 12. It is a paid for pattern. So I haven't got a whole lot of work done on it, but I wanted to. I just got the yarn Friday. I just cast it on Saturday. Yesterday.
It's Sunday.
I did a lot of casting on yesterday, didn't I, folks? So this was in my rotation of I cast it on and I worked for a little bit on it. I'm enjoying the yarn, and I like the way it's knitting up.
Oh, yeah.
I like the feel of it.
That'll be soft.
It's going to be great for sweaters, especially with 490 yards. So you're talking more yarn per skein.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is going to be so cute. So I'll be working on that. Won't be something that's done instantly, but I'm working on it. I had needles. You had to have whatever size, smaller size for the ribbing, then the bigger size for the main body, then smaller size for the arms, and then bigger size. One of the DPNs I didn't have, so I ordered another set of DPNs, so those will be on its way. I have plenty of time before I hit the sleeves, not too worried about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could magic loop it, but with little sleeves like that, I would rather use DPNs because I feel like I don't get ladders.
Yeah.
Like what pattern is this? Like what I do with magic looping sometimes when they're that small.
Yeah.
So, and I've pretty much gotten to the point of I use DPNs for all sweater arms now. I just think it's easier.
Yeah.
For me, seems to be a little bit quicker actually. So, plus, then I don't have ladders. So, there's that. So that's everything I'm working on right now.
Cool.
So, just a little bit.
You see a bit.
It's still stiff. Alrighty. We're an hour 5 in, folks, already. All right. We are going to move on to acquisitions. I'm sure Karen got some.
Yeah.
Alrighty, you're up first. No, you cannot go to Karen. Sit down.
It's a mixture. Some of this stuff is I got it through Etsy or through their website. Some of it's from YarnCon. It's not all of my yarn that I got from YarnCon and from Greencastle. I was kind of, let's pick things here and there that I thought were a little bit different. Or that I just love so much and I wanted to share. So this next one is this one here is, I got it at YarnCon. Toad Hollow. They're actually in New Jersey. They were at YarnCon. And it's the Birdie Bots Every Flavor Minis. And I just love these colors. I think that...
They are Karen colors.
Yeah, they are a combination of my colors. Because this is like an orange. The colors are Marmalade or Earwax, Berry Blast, or Feet, Banana on Boogie. On Bogey, Lime on Grass, Strawberry or Liver, Italian Ice on Belly Button Lint. So I think it's the marmalade starts here and goes across. Yeah. But I think I'm going to make a cowl out of this. I think that would be really pretty. I think I have another one of those. Then... I did a couple of mystery. These are the 2 mystery I did kind of close back to back because they came back and they had them. So the first one's from Yarn Cafe Creations, and this is called Edinburgh. When they went to
the festival.
Yeah. Which is really pretty blues and almost... And actually, this mini came with it, I believe. And then I got, this is Dragon Horde yarn on Lord Fingering Weight. And I am not even going to try to pronounce it. But I think this is an Outlander.
I was going to say, that looks familiar to me. Is that some... No, the name isn't looking familiar. I was just wondering if it was something Alisha had.
Jesus Pret. P-R-E-T.
You know me, I can't pronounce a darn thing. Alisha usually has to.
I think this is beautifully soft, and the colors are just man enough that I'm going to actually do a hat for my son out of this because it's very deep browns, and the blues in it is almost a purple blue. So, really pretty. I like that. So, I think I'm going to do a hat for him. Let's see.
Yep, that one's you.
Pick. I'm going to try to get the ones together. So, I think I've done several trips to Jenny's Cherry Pie Cottage.
You're welcome.
Probably should recognize my name at this point. I think she had some sales going on. This was a unicorn when she had her birthday. I think she was putting these up here.
Weren't you over here? And I was like, oh, she's got a sale.
Yeah. I was like, oh.
You're like, really?
Influencer. Fingering sock set, $75.25. Half skein, 50 grams, and then the mini skein is 20 for a total of 323 yards. So that'll be I like those blues and greens.
Yeah, because
actually.
I got a unicorn sock set too, remember?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's so soft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this one, poppies that'll put them to sleep. This is her DK sock, which I didn't realize I had a DK sock. So now I can do the cozy up knits.
Maybe baby.
Maybe baby.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing what happens when you pull out your yarn that you purchased and don't know
that's
that you have.
a free pattern.
Oh,
saying.
It's still free?
Yes, that
Cool.
will permanently be free.
Oh, good. I don't remember if I grabbed it or not. But these are definitely these are my colors. Like I am very much, you see me get a lot of wines and plums. I like to, yeah, you tell them, Moo. Say Karen likes jewel tones and fall colors.
She says, why are you not in your recliner? That's what she's thinking.
She's confused.
She's very confused. She goes, Alicia's supposed to be there. You belong in the recliner.
Yeah. So, I might be able to use this with those others.
Mm-hmm.
Because when, we went to Greencastle, I got more from Hello Pearl.
Oh, why wouldn't you?
This is Orchid Garden, and I think this blues and purples, and then there's some grays. They're pretty. So definitely some more hats coming up. My nieces and sister-in-laws will love me. They won't be able to wash their hats, but they'll have plenty of hats come Christmas time.
They'll wash them.
I mean, they're not,
Give them a little package of soak with them.
It's, it's chunky. So super chunky, actually. 90% merino superwash, 10% silver stellina. This says needle size 10. Approximately 142 yards, which you would think 142 yards you'd get a hat out of. But
Not
obviously you've seen
chunky.
what I've done.
Yeah.
It 2 rows and you're like 2 inches.
Yeah.
So, here's another color that I think I might do for also Greencastle.
I was going to say, that looks really familiar.
Bumblebee Acres Fiber Farm, and this is Squishy DK. Arya from Game of Thrones
That would
inspired.
be a good guy's hat.
Yeah, I think Chuck will.
Mm-hmm.
And it's squishy and soft.
You're not going to jump over there to her. Pull your jets. You fall down, you're going to be hurting.
So, when we were actually at YarnCon and at Greencastle, I did a pretty good job of, I haven't been instantly buying frivolously, really, believe it or not.
Well, we've been more selective.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even you guys were like, every time I pick something up and you're like this, and then I put it down, and then after 5 booths, they're like, you're not buying anything?
Well, at the end of the day, I didn't think you were with us because I was like, how much did you buy? Really not that much. If you take away what I bought for Peanut,
Yeah.
I bought 1 skein of yarn, and I'm like, are you feeling okay?
Yeah, but look to the right, Karen.
I know.
when you start getting that build up, you pick up a yarn and you go, okay, do I have something similar at home?
See, I'm still in denial.
Is this different? That's because yours is not displayed yet. Now, when you get them into the cubbies and they're staring you in the face all the time,
I'll actually get to appreciate them for a change.
It's so beautiful to see them all.
Because right now, all of my yarn is in either I have a huge tub, and I won't bring any of that yarn over here because I think I have a lavender bar in that tub. So I won't bring any of that yarn over here. But everything else is in 31 totes, So, I mean, I love me a tote, but you can't see it.
Yeah,
you can't
enjoy it.
And now I have totes in front of my dresser. So it was my husband that was like, you need to do something. You need to do something about this. So hopefully, so this, when I went to YarnCon, Deep Dyed Yarns was there, and they had this shawl displayed in these colors, and it was beautiful. And I took a picture of it. I asked them what the name of the pattern was, And it was kind of one of those, I'll see if I'll get it before the end of the day. I'll think about it. I wanted it, but I was just like, So I went there and didn't purchase it. And then we go to Greencastle. Guess who's there? Deep Dyke Yarns. And that same
shawl.
Well, in the meantime, when I got home, I looked at Ravelry for the pattern that I took the picture of and realized it was already saved as a favorite in my library. I hadn't purchased it, but obviously I liked the pattern because before I'd even seen it displayed. So then we went to Greencastle. I'm like, okay, I have to do it.
You need to behave.
And they had it displayed in these two beautiful, here's the wine color I'm telling you about. It's a sport weight yarn. It's a line. Yeah, a line is the actual base name. 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. There's 320 yards. This one's called Summerberry, which I think the pattern, it's called Silverleaf that I'm going to use. It is a paid for pattern, so when I get done with the other shawl.
Leaf.
Yes, it does. Multiple. It's beautiful.
Please don't knit it around me.
And this one's called Sturgis.
Okay.
But
she doesn't want you.
These colors together, believe it or not, the way they displayed it, and I'm going to alternate before I get to the leaf section. Because this is, I think, the leaf section, and then this is the main color that she had. Because I have a picture of it. I can't wait to do that one. So when one of my... Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
And then during Chuck's bouts in the hospital...
Things happen. People will shop.
I received some great things through work, so I pampered myself. And at one point, she was like, girl. So both of these are from Night Owl Fibers. And this is a self-striping sock. It's 75.25, 437 yards. This one's called Robin Hood. And this one was one of her mystery for her Harry Potter. And this one's called The Howler. Which I really like this one. See, there's those oranges coming up again. And then it comes with a cute little owl. Which really almost looks like a ruby, which is my birthstone. So my birthday's coming up, so, more yarn. Almost done. Almost. I was at YarnCon and went back to this booth 3 times before I was like, I'm going to do it. And actually, Lena bought some. This is where she bought her mini kits from. So this is called Fiber Story. I believe she's on Etsy. Nope.
I'm not putting you down.
Fiberstory.net from Michigan. 100% superwash merino.
You're worse than a baby.
Core DK. This is called Emma. It's kind of a rosy, mauvey color. I have enough of this to do the hipster shawl, which is another one that I plan to do.
She's being a little monster. She wants over to you.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want me. And if I put her down, she's just going to sit at your feet and whine.
Okay, and this is a new dyer to me that I also found at YarnCon. Is this 100%? Yes, this is 75%. This is like squishy. This is called Hot Mess. And I feel like dyeing Tiana Kane. I feel like dyeing.com, and I feel like dyeing at gmail.com. She's on Instagram, Ravelry, and Facebook. And this is really just like a hot mess, like she says. But it's kind of got like a mixture of my fall colors and my pink colors in there. So I think that will make a fun hat for me.
No.
All right. To the bottom. Went to yarn store in Indiana.
Stop.
And in all intentions of buying yarn to make the shift hat. And finally landed on these two colors, and you can tell they're definitely... They weren't in my hands. They'd jump out and say, slap me in the face. And you'd be like, if you saw them, you're like, yeah, these are Karen. It's both, let's see, I got Malabrigo and Mad Tosh hand-dyed yarns. This is 227 Vulcan. And this is Jade. And I'm not for sure which one I'm going to slip and which one's going to be the main color. Probably the green will be the main color. Will probably, and this I'll slip throughout since it's got variegated colors. This I love. I haven't looked yet, but I think I already have a similar color.
Probably. Because it's your colors.
Yes, that is my colors.
Just like I have a gazillion blues.
Mm-hmm.
Although I've added a lot of stuff lately that's not my blue. So. Alright, am I up?
Yeah.
Okay. This will be fairly quick. Where do I go first? Okay, this one. I ordered from the Cozy Knitter because I had to. Because this is a Gilmore Girls yarn. And it's stripy. It's called Will You Follow? So,
That's pretty.
had to get that. So that was one. And then I had coupon code for Cherry Pie Cottage shop. And you don't leave coupon codes just sitting there.
Nope.
No. So I got a skein of her fingering sock on the clouded colorway because you could put pretty much anything with this.
Yeah.
So that'll come in handy. You really want Karen, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
And then I got another one of her sock size bags, the smalls, because I forever have the other one filled. So I figured it'd be good to have another one. And it has llamas, like a turquoisey blue. Why are you sticking your head in the bag, you goose? And she has a new logo that Jared got. Look, the little cherries are actually yarn balls. Look how cute. He did a really good job on that. There's their information. So there's that. I ordered another mystery. I ordered another mystery club, knowing full well that there's a pretty good chance I could be allergic to it. I just wanted to support this dyer, and she's very reasonably priced. And I figured if I was indeed allergic to it, not a big deal. We'll use it for a price. And it was so cute. She messaged me. She's like, "Oh, you won't be allergic to this one." You people underestimate my allergies.
So you tested this out, like this theory out, like
I won't touch this one because I have touched other ones and have had a reaction.
Had a reaction, okay.
It's beautiful. But it is 63% merino, 37% tussa silk, but this is where the problem is. Non-superwash. Worsted weight. I tend to anything that's non-superwash I have a reaction to. So I didn't even open it. What is that name? Australis?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we're going to call it. So this is going to go into the prize bin, which is fine. It was a 50-50 shot.
Yeah.
And like I said, she is very reasonably priced. This is from Showreel Studios. We gave a coupon code for her earlier. She has beautiful yarn. Her colors are always so pretty. So this will go into the prize thing because we do have the big gal of the year coming up soon, guys. The Gift the Knits. So
Yeah, when she had, and you pointed out that sale to me, I went in there and I ended up with 3 worsted.
She's
3 worsted.
beautiful yarn.
Hats.
Oh, I got a little bit of fiber for my my spinning wheel. I haven't even used yet. But when I'm ready, I'm gonna be ready because I didn't have enough fiber already. But we'll add to it. Blue Barn fiber. It's just itty bits. Well, I mean it's bigger than what you. Look how pretty that is, guys.
Isn't that sparkle?
Yeah. Well, that site's not quite as sparkle. That one's really sparkly.
Mm-hmm.
So I got that. She had a sale. You can't make up your mind who you want to be with.
Yeah.
I'll probably never
I
get
just
it.
don't want you to jump, Moo.
No,
Can't
she'd
do
be
that.
dead. She jumped once off the bed and broke ribs. That's why if you can actually feel her ribs sticking out on the one side there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's because she broke them. Okay, I did do kind of a bigger purchase this time. This is the sweater I was talking about. So I haven't purchased a pattern yet, so I just printed it off the screen so I'd remember. Oh, it cut off the name. Moo, you're gonna fall. What's the name of this, Karen?
I don't know.
I did
I
know.
don't remember. Isn't like Cozy Saturday or Comfy something? Or we'll make up a name.
I don't want to make up a name.
No.
That would be bad. Bad, Karen. Well, you think I could find it on her Instagram quicker than I could find it? But no. She posts a lot. Oh, here it is. Saturday morning. That's the name of it. Saturday morning
I
sweater.
knew I had to do something with like the weekend or
By
something.
Dragon Horde Designs. Tristan. Look how cute that is, guys. So I got enough to do 2 sweaters. Well, because you see how it's half and half?
Yeah.
Well, I bought enough of it because I wasn't sure which color I was going to use on which half that I could do it both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Because why wouldn't you?
Right.
So yeah, I did. It happens. And I wasn't sure how I would like this or not because I have never had this yarn before. The sweater is an Aran white sweater. It's not bad, and I think it'll even get softer.
Yeah.
So it's Simply Aran by Paintbox Yarns. It is acrylic, which I'm fine with. Did they not have the colors on there?
Is it color or number?
No, they actually had color names.
This says color
Oh, well, it
236.
just hasn't. Okay, well, maybe I
Maybe on
remember.
the site they had
Yeah.
names, probably.
Okay,
which a lot
it's
of times-
gray
and blue.
and blue. So I'm undecided on which I want to put on the top and which one I want to put on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I was almost thinking this top, this bottom.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
That's probably what I would do.
And then I should actually have enough then where I could do this top, this bottom.
Then there's no question as to which one
But-
you're going to do. You just got to.
Well, I
Flip
wanted
it.
to, right, because I just wanted to make sure, like, I get the one I wanted first.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking I like the blue by my face better than I'd like the gray.
Yeah.
Just my thought. So, yeah, this is coming up. I just need to get on there and purchase the pattern from Tristan.
And then it'll look great with jeans.
That's what I was thinking, too. Well, and the reason why I like this one, and you can kind of see in the picture, it's meant to be very comfy, cozy,
Mm-hmm.
oversized. This girl likes to hide stuff. I like oversized.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm figuring on oversized. I can wear a t-shirt underneath it and still be able to take it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I bought.
I've never heard of that. Ink box, huh?
Yeah. It was like, well, I'll tell you later. It was good. It was a good deal. So, yeah. And they sent it in these bags. I'm like, well, that's a nice little touch.
Yep.
Okay, so there's that. So, that was all my purchases. Now I have gifts.
More gifts?
More gifts. More gifts. People like to gift me stuff.
No thrifting?
I'm lovable. I'm sorry. Rena, I've got nothing for you today, girl. Nothing.
You're really going to have to step it up.
I went thrifting. We went actually twice. I got pretty much a ton of stuff for the baby. Summer outfits. Didn't get anything craft related. The craft sections have really been lacking. In fact, it looks like little tornadoes went through the craft section. Like, it's been bad.
Probably that tornado's name is Laura.
I found one 31 bag, which they had way overpriced.
Oh, wow.
It was a pouch.
Yeah.
Like one of the... I wanted $10 for a thing. I'm like, it wasn't even new, nothing. I paid $2.99 for the ones that were still in the bag.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I did forget. I do have a thrifting thing. Let me see if I can text my husband.
If he's not asleep. We've been making a lot of noise, though, so.
Oh, what am I doing? He should be in my contacts, right, guys? Can you go to my car trunk and get my...
So while she does that, I have to point out that she's been an enabler both in yarn and in clothing.
Oh, yes.
Because I'm wearing my first ever LuLaRoe.
But you love it, don't you?
Yes, and I get more compliments on this one
the
top.
perfect tee is a very flattering shirt for any body type.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Have you tried your leggings yet?
Yeah, they're nice and soft.
You liked them?
Yeah, I liked them.
I thought you would.
I just have to find, because the pattern is...
Was the fit good?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it worked.
Perfect.
I was glad I asked what Alisha wore because, that
well,
that,
and Alisha
that helps
can wear
we're
either.
similar.
Alisha can wear either or.
Yeah.
But if she can get that second one, she tends to go that route instead. Yeah, she had never worn LuLaRoe.
Nope, never tried it on even.
And we were going... Where were we going? We were going to Knit Night. And at Yarn Hollow. So on the way, before we went for dinner, we went to my friend's house that does LuLaRoe. And because I had to pick up a couple of dresses for Alisha because they had like $70 dresses marked down to $20. And yeah, getting them. So then I was like, hey, Karen, you want to just come with me? And I knew if I brought a friend with me that had never been to their place before, she would get a pair of free leggings and I got a pair of free leggings. So I'm like, it's a win-win. Well, then when we got there, she was just like, oh, I'm going to try some stuff on and da-da-da. Sorry, honey, I forgot. She reminded me because she said about, you don't have any thrift things. She's being a nightmare.
Want me to take her?
Yes. Thank you. So yeah, she got a pair of leggings free, so she was able to give those a try, see how she likes them. Bought a top.
I got this perfect tee, and I got another one with star. It was like
the
a
stars,
beige color with blue navy stars on it. Then I got the dress. Which was like a purple plaid dress. It had a high-low hem on it, and it was funny because my husband's nurse came over, and she saw this shirt. She's like, LuLaRoe?
Oh, yeah.
So then I had to bring out everything that I had bought. She knew what name they were. I was like, okay, this is the first time I bought that cardigan that she wanted so bad.
Yes. Oh, it's so cute. They're going to get me one in that...
I think that's it.
If they see one when they go to other consultants, they will grab it for me. Okay, so I did go to a garage sale the other day.
Oh, well, yeah, that works too.
One of them are actually in use up there. So So one of the bags is in use. I can't show it to you. But I had Brett run out and get the other ones. So brand new, $3, and they wanted $10 for a used one.
Didn't you get?
I have no. I have. Okay,
This is the first time I see.
I have red and white stripes with an anchor.
Okay, I knew I seen an anchor before.
So, and I'm wondering, I didn't even open this. The other one was a Ronald McDonald House charity one.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I'm wondering if this one is too, or if this is. Nope, because the other one actually had a Ronald McDonald charity thing. So the lady, I actually know her. She used to sell 31, so I saw she had listed grass sale. She said 31 in there, and I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to make it right when they open. I guess I'll go and pass and see if they had anything. Well, they didn't have anybody there at all, so I pretty much bought all their 31. I think I left one item. It happens, guys. You'll understand why once I continue here. So then,
That's cute.
how nice is that?
Yeah.
Look at that, guys. So that's like that. Like the pockets here. Nice, deep. I was like, I could even like put patterns in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Magazines. And it has the little bottom is connected, but you can put it up so it folds flat.
Yeah.
And then you kind of set this weird. I can't reach. So this is the top for it, which if anybody knows 31, just the top is $10. Okay.
Yeah.
I needed this like I needed a hole in the head.
It says must-haves.
Well, how could you not? So, nice handles, and then the top fits on top of it. And then I got another bag as well, which was a 31. And it's a good size, and it has a lid on it. It has pockets on the side. It's a really nice bag. I actually am storing stamps in it. For all of them, what was that? 1, 2, 3. The other one up there, 4, and the lid 5. I paid $26.
Yeah, that's not no. And again, you probably would have been able to get not even this toe because this is the larger one.
This is the large one.
Say.
Yeah, because this is the big one that me and Alisha bought, the llama one.
Yeah, because.
Well, what was the deal?
I got this one was quite pricey.
What was the deal? Remember, I bought one from your. I bought 2 of these in the llamas, and they had a deal of if you bought one, then you got one for $35. So wasn't it $50?
Yeah, it would have been, and because because it was buy one get, and was that the large one like this?
Yeah, I got the large.
Okay, yeah, because I got one too.
Because we have the llama one.
Yep.
Yeah.
We all 3 of us had the llama.
Just the lid is 10.
Mm-hmm.
I paid $26 for
plus,
all of this.
Plus, you have the embroidery that's on
that's
front
extra.
because like I had this done, and for this bag and the embroidery, it was like $50. Yeah, it was nice.
So I couldn't leave the stuff.
My niece sells it, so I support her in it. And I like it because it's sturdier canvas stuff, and I have cats, and it's not a real problem to wash it and stuff. I have 2, but my only problem is those types of bags are the ones. That's where I have my yarn in. So it's which is great. It can hold a lot of yarn and hide a lot of yarn for my husband too. Double purpose.
I can't hide yarn.
Because of that, I can't see my yarn.
Okay. I want to give away on Instagram. I've had it for a while. I just now remembered to take it out of the freezer.
Oh, is this what was in the freezer?
It didn't work, Laura, just so you know. It had an allergy incident. Some dyers will send cotton balls with perfume stuff, lavender, essential oils.
And this one had it in there.
It had it in with the yarn. So now I can't go near the yarn. Highly allergic to the yarn because of the smell.
Are you going to have Alisha wash it and see?
I was told to try to freeze it, to put it in the freezer, and that will take the smell away. I still smell it. I don't know if it's me, but I swear I still smell it. And it's been in the freezer for weeks on end, for like over a week now. I can even smell it through the bag.
Yeah.
Do you smell it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's gonna have to be washed. I'm just gonna give it to Alisha. It is a Game of Thrones colorway, I believe.
Yeah, fire and ice.
So she'll like it anyways.
100 yards. 100 yards.
So
grams, 100 grams, 400 yards, 80/20.
Yeah, she'll like it. I just...
Are you gonna give it to Alisha for her to keep too? Or you're just gonna have her wash it?
No, she can keep it.
She'll like it.
She'll like it, I'm thinking. So, I mean, it's not like I don't like it, but now I swear, even at once it's washed, I'm probably gonna be like, I can still smell it. I can
rather
still
than
smell it. Because I know,
because you know what it smells like, you're gonna smell it every time, no matter what.
I could smell it while it was still sealed up. Like when I got home, it was sitting on the table, but I brought it in, and I walked in the house, and I'm like,
what's that smell?
Yeah. Which, I mean, I know not everybody's as allergic as I am.
Yeah.
And, you know, dyers need to do what they do. And I'm sure a lot of people love getting the scented, you know, and that's fine.
Well, and they might even be covering up with, you know, animals that they might even have in their house or the dying process.
Have a love for essential
or the
oils.
dying process itself, because they have to use sometimes they use vinegars and stuff, and that has a strong scent to it.
So I remember to take that out of the freezer, but yeah, I still can't.
I know every time I smell vinegar, I think of my mom, because that's what she cleaned with.
I can handle vinegar. Just don't give me...
We could always tell Louise is there, she's cleaning.
All right. Oh boy, we got to get a move on here. We're almost to 2 hours. So I came home the other day to a surprise for my sister, and she had sent Moo-Moo's picture to XOXO Stitching Company, who is Danielle Barnett. She's basically custom cross-stitch portraits. So she does custom cross-stitch portraits. Let me flip this over. And I did put a picture of this on our Knit for Brains Instagram, and I tagged the maker in it. So if you are wanting to find her. So, and my sister said she was so quick. She sent a picture to Moo right away. You know, sent her back a picture. Do you want me to change anything? Da da da. She was very affordably priced. I mean, look.
I know. Yeah, I
even
saw
the
that on Instagram.
even the eye is missing, but it's a needle minder. And it looks just like Moo down to she has one eye. So that was like the coolest thing to come home to. It was a really nice surprise.
I thought you or your sister had actually knit it. Cross-stitched it. So it came already done.
Yeah.
That's cool.
She sent the picture of Moo to this lady, and this lady cross-stitched it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So that's really neat. Okay, then I got a box of yarn sent to me from my friend, which I did not ask her if it was okay if I share her name, so I'm not going to. Of yarns, pretty much all of yarns that I have never had before, I have not been able to experience before. She blew me away.
Holy ow.
I
thought I had a lot, and I was going through my stuff, and I felt bad.
I'm just going to go through it really quick. This is...
And it's sparkle.
Which one was it that she got? She actually bought me one when she went to... Oh, I don't know which one it is. No, I think it's this one she bought me when she went to Maryland Sheep and Wall Festival. Fiber Nymph Dye Works, and it is on Sparkle, and it is self-striping. It's called Mountain House Spring. It has 6 stripes.
It's pretty.
And it's on their bedazzled base. White Birch, which I've never had them neither. Friends don't let friends craft with insipid yarn. That's what it says.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
This one is Evil Genius. That's so bright and pretty.
Some of these I haven't even heard of.
This one is from the Bakery Bears. K. And it is on Sparkle, which actually Gold Selena. And the colorway is Hobbit Land. Um, Blue Moon Fiber Arts, Socks at Rock, and this one's called Don't Rain on My Craft Parade.
That's neat. I like that. I like that. It's different.
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of that one either.
Then there is The Yarn and I. It's a merino single purple iris. Let me show you the Yarn and I. There's that one. It's pretty.
Have you had a lot of single?
No, I only have a couple actually.
I don't think
So
I really
that'll
have
be
a
a
whole lot either.
Good addition.
I know
I
everybody
did
was doing it
something.
for a while.
Yeah, I had done
And I never-
some project out of singles. I can't remember what it is. Kickapoo sock.
So far, I've only heard of one
Okay,
of these.
is that the name, or is it the Utopia, or is it Kick? We're not sure.
The name is Ice. The
Well,
colorway
and I know
is
that. I'm
Ice
asking about the
Blue.
company. Is
The
it
company's-
Kickapoo,
I
or is
think
it Utopia?
I don't know. It could be both.
Okay, well, the color
guessing.
name is. Oh wait, it's Utopia because there's their address.
There you go.
The color. Laura's laughing right now. The color name is Ice Blue.
It only takes two of us
Yeah,
to
it takes
figure
two
this
of
out.
us to figure it out. So the Kickapoo sock. That's their sock.
That's the sock
Yeah.
base. Yeah.
How are we supposed to know?
Shoot.
Okay, this is an easy one.
Didn't know I was going to go to school when I came here. I already had enough of my homework.
Destination Yarn, and it's called Pink Champagne and Cake. That very much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very much.
That's a good name
Kind
for
of
this
reminds
one.
me of confetti cake.
Yeah,
You know?
this
Or
is
like
really pretty.
confetti ice cream, and
It's very pretty. I was very excited about this one because I have wanted to try Ginger Snap.
Yeah.
And she sent me the sock set in Panda Party, and I have seen this knit up,
Right.
and it is really pretty. It has a little panda stitch marker. So I was quite excited about that. I was excited about all this. I was like, holy moly. This one is the Yarn Jar, which is self-striping Cosmic Lavender.
I see socks in the future for you.
Got a Gale's Art Sparkle Sock Blank. Let me do it the right way for you guys. How pretty. And that actually probably will not be socks. It's probably going to be made into a shawl.
That'd be neat.
So, be fun to see it knit up.
I wonder if she's in that area or something. I've heard of her before, but
Gale's Art?
yeah.
Oh, she's known for the sock blanks.
Yeah, for the art
Mm-hmm.
and the sock.
Okay, almost done, guys. Then she sent me a diamond painting to do, which I have one other one, but I cannot diamond paint until my puzzle gets done. That's Karen's job.
I put two pieces together while I
So-
was waiting for us to start.
Which is 2 more than I've done in the last 8 months. And it's an owl. So that's going to be really pretty. Look at that.
Ooh, yeah.
That's even blue. And then she had asked me if I use Fleechy, and I said, well, yeah. And it's really good for, like, peanut.
Mm-hmm.
So I got Beyond the Wall. Spring Blooms. Time Traveler, but my daughter has already staked claim to that, which I told her was fine. Toucan.
I could really see you doing peanut or something like that. And that one too.
This one too.
Yeah.
Candy shop.
All of them, really.
Well, and if I like that sock arm sweater, she's liable to
Yeah.
get it in bigger sizes as well.
Mhm.
And these would be perfect for that.
Yeah.
So I was blown away.
Yeah, you in one box. I think you did just about as much as I did across
I
a
was
couple
like,
of
Holy moly.
mystery clubs and
Yeah.
a couple of yarn events.
I was like, bleh. Insane.
Holy cow!
So, I can't wait to do these.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many. I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to do that. Ooh, I can't wait to do that. That day I kept like, I unpacked it all and looked at it and I put it back in the box and I set it over here and I was supposed to be sewing and then it was back over there and I unpacked it all and it's all over my cutting table and I'm just like, ooh. It's like a little kid at Christmas. That's how I get sometimes. So that was quite exciting. So, all right. We have probably kept you guys long enough. We're going on
A little
2
bit.
hours.
Sorry.
So, well, we had a lot to show this time.
Apparently, I should not be away
Yeah,
for 3
that
months at a
long.
time.
We need to do some fill-in ones
Yeah.
here and there.
Every once in a while.
So Alisha should be back in 2 weeks. We will be giving away that sweater pattern, so make sure you leave a comment below. Also, we are 21 subscribers away from hitting 1,000.
Wow.
We hit 1,000. We're doing a nice giveaway.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, we've
Got
got
a giveaway box.
we've got. I've cleaned through my yarn, guys,
Mhm.
and we have got yarn in the donation bin. I will donate probably a canvas bag. It will be a nice prize.
Yeah.
So if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe for us.
Mhm.
Tell your knitting friends, family about us. Get them to just subscribe. Make sure you, as always, like, comment, thumbs up.
Yeah.
And we will see you in 2 weeks.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.